Daddy, talk to me about Randy Moss.
Bubba, this is a 2021 Panini Flawless Hall of Fame Randy Moss autographed card, numbered 11 out of 15, meaning there are only 15 cards like this in the world. Randy Moss is one of the most electrifying players in NFL history. One of his nicknames was the Freak, and for good reason. He had the speed, the hands, the height, the hops, everything you'd want in a receiver. And this card is special because it not only shows him in that number 84 Vikings uniform, but it shows him at his Hall of Fame ceremony with his gold jacket and that statue, that bust of him. This is a very, very special card, and Randy Moss was one of the most special receivers in history. He revolutionized the wide receiver position, and many people believe he was the number one receiver of all time. It kind of goes back and forth between him and Jerry Rice. Let me tell you about Randy Moss. Before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe right now for your chance to win a signed Allen Iverson rookie card. That's right, one of the first 100 subscribers will win a PSA certified signed Allen Iverson rookie card. You got a 1 in 100 chance of winning a special card. So go ahead and like and subscribe to the video now. Now back to the story. Randy Gene Moss was born the day before Valentine's Day, February 13th, 1977, in Rand, West Virginia. It was a small town, but one with some pretty big challenges. Life wasn't easy in Rand. Randy grew up in poverty, but he had a gift. He was a natural athlete. Whether it was football, basketball, baseball, or track, Randy dominated.
Wait, he was good at all those sports?
Oh yeah, in high school at DuPont High, he led his teams to state championships in football and basketball. He won West Virginia Football Player of the Year twice, and he was unstoppable. He once returned a punt for 90 yards just to prove that he could return punts. Colleges were drooling over this dude. Randy initially committed to go to Notre Dame, but life took a tough turn. A fight he got into in high school got him in trouble, and he ended up at Florida State instead. Even there, things didn't really work out. He violated team rules and eventually transferred to Marshall University. But it was at Marshall where Randy became the Randy Moss we now know. At Marshall, Randy Moss was unstoppable. August. In 1997, he caught 96 passes for 1,820 yards and 26 touchdowns. Yes, 26 touchdowns in one season in college. He led Marshall to an undefeated season, and he turned the Thundering Herd into a national name. NFL scouts couldn't ignore him.
So he was the best player in college football?
I think he was. But even with all that talent, teams were nervous about drafting him because of his past. The Minnesota Vikings took a chance on him in the 1998 draft, and they picked him 21st overall. And Randy showed the world that the Vikings made the right call. As a rookie, Randy exploded. He caught 17 touchdowns in his first year in the NFL, the most ever for a rookie, and he helped the Vikings go 15-1. His speed was crazy. Defenders couldn't keep up with him. And his jumping ability, his leaping ability, he would just jump over them and snatch the ball like it was his. But what made Randy special wasn't just his stats, it was how he played. He could stretch the field like no one else. That means you had to cover him short and deep. Teams started using the phrase, "you got mossed," because he'd leap over defenders and embarrass them. And I know you play moss with your friends at school. His deep ball ability was unreal. He changed how defenses had to plan their pass coverage. Over his 14-year career, Randy Moss played for the Vikings, Raiders, Patriots, Titans, and 49ers. He finished with 15,292 receiving yards and 156 touchdowns. He led the NFL in touchdowns 5 different times, and his 23 touchdowns in 2007 with the Patriots is still the single-season record. But it wasn't always easy. Randy faced criticism for his attitude sometimes and some off-the-field incidents. He once famously said, "I play when I want to play." I think he just was misunderstood, but it rubbed people the wrong way. But Randy wasn't lazy. He just played with the confidence and swagger that people didn't understand at the time. He was always open about the challenges of growing up in poverty and making mistakes along the way, but he also gave back. He started the Randy Moss Foundation to help kids in need, and he became a mentor for young athletes. After retiring, Randy transitioned to broadcasting. He's now a star on ESPN's Sunday NFL Countdown, although he's on leave, bringing the same passion to his analysis that he brought to the field. Recently, Randy revealed that he's battling cancer.
Dad, what's cancer?
Well, bud, that's a tough one. Cancer is when some of the cells in your body don't grow the way they're supposed to. It can make people really sick. But there are doctors and treatments that help fight it. And Randy, he has been fighting like the champion he's always been.
That's really sad, but it sounds like people really respect him.
They do, bub. Randy Moss isn't just a football legend, he's really an icon. On the field, he redefined what greatness at the receiver position looks like. Off the field, he is a fighter. That card you're holding right now, that 2021 Panini Flawless Ruby Red Auto numbered 11 out of 15. Bubba, Randy Moss touched where you are touching right now. August, you are touching history.